In this lesson, we will learn how software is built step by step. And this process is called SDLC, which simply means Software Development Lifecycle. Don't worry, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to understand what SDLC means. You know why SDLC is important. You learn the main stages of SDLC, and you understand how PMs work within SDLC. Let's dive in. What is SDLC? SDLC stands for Software Development Lifecycle, and it is the step-by-step process used to build software properly. SDLC is simply a structured way of building software so things don't get messy. And without SDLC, software becomes confusing and broken. So why do we need SDLC? SDLC is needed because it helps teams avoid confusion, it reduces mistakes, it saves time and money, and it helps build better software. Now imagine building a house without a plan. Would that house be fit? No. So SDLC is just like your building plan. So it's just like a building plan, but the difference is that it is used for building software. So who uses SDLC? SDLC is used by product managers, the designers, software engineers, testers, and the business teams. And it helps everyone work together even if they have different roles. So what are the stages of SDLC? Most SDLC models include these stages, which are planning, the requirement stage, the design stage, development stage, testing stage, deployment stage, and the maintenance stage. So let's get to know each of the stages, one after the other. So we have the first stage, which is the planning stage. This is where teams ask, should we build this and why are we building it? And remember, good software starts with good planning. Also at this stage, the problem is discussed at this stage, goals are defined at this stage, and visibility is checked at this stage. So the second stage is the requirement stage. This stage answers the question, what exactly are we building? If requirements are unclear, note the software will fail. Also, at this stage, the user needs are identified. What the software should do is written at this stage, and the scope is defined at this stage. So the first stage is the design stage. So what happens here is that the screens are designed at this stage, the system structure is planned at this stage, and the user experience is considered at this stage. Also at this stage, the ideas become visual, and just like drawing a house plan before building. So this is what this stage is all about. So the fourth stage is the development stage. This is the building stage where the actual software is created. So the developers write the code at this stage, features are built, and the product comes to life at this stage. So let's look at what comes next, which is the testing stage. So after the product or the software is created by the developer or the software engineer, testing is done to ensure the software works as expected. So what happens here is that bugs are checked, and sometimes they are found. Errors are fixed at this stage. Quality is also checked at this stage. And remember, no software is perfect, but testing makes it better. So the sixth stage is the deployment stage. So what happens here is when after the software engineer must have finished creating or building the software, it is tested, and the next thing is for it to be made available to users. So at this stage, users finally get to use the product. The software is released, users can access it, the app goes live, but the work is not finished yet. So let's check what comes next. We have the seventh stage, which is the maintenance stage. So software is never done forever. It must be maintained and improved. So bugs are also fixed here, updates are released there, improvements are made at this stage. So where product managers fit in the SDLC, software development lifecycle, the PMs help define requirements, they help align business goals, they guide development, and they decide priorities. Remember, PMs don't code, but they guide the entire process. All right. So note, SDLC is simply plan, decide, design, build, test, release, and improve. So this simple flow is what you should remember. So now here are the key takeaways. SDLC is a structured way to build software. Each stage has a purpose. Skipping stages causes problems and PMs work across all stages. Remember, strong products come from respecting the process. Thank you for learning with FesamIQ Tech Academy.